Hello YouTube, welcome back. It's Billy Haynes here with another review. This time we'll be doing 2001's release of American Head Charge's The War of Art. Let's do a bit of backstory to American Head Charge before we start off. American Head Charge, I think, came to me at about mid-2001, I want to say. Definitely the summer of 2001. The first time I heard him was actually the night of Tyson versus Lennox Lewis for the World Heavyweight title. And I remember that very much. I got drunk on Guinness that night at a party where I heard this album for the first time through a couple of mates that knew I was into that sort of thing. Was like, have you heard American Head Charge? I was like, no, let me hear it. So imagine, you know, I'm a Surrey boy, so I'm in the middle of this party and The War of Art comes on by American Head Charge. Automatically I'm like, holy shit, I need to go and buy this album. So I got drunk and whatever, saw the fight that was on at God knows what time in the morning by the time that I made it back home, because I was over about 8 towns away. I walked. That's what you done when you were drunk back in the day. Not condoning it. Don't do what I do. Yeah. But yeah. So that was my journey of picking up that album, giving it a re-listen. Weirdly enough, about 6 months later, they were actually backing up Slipknot at Docklands Arena when I saw them for the Pledge of Allegiance tour. I've still got my Pledge of Allegiance tour hoodie, weirdly enough. I still wrap up my babies in that to put them to bed. It's kind of sad, really. But yeah, those were the days, man. And I saw American Head Charge just off that tour. I didn't see him ever again after that, but I stayed with the band. I picked up all 3 albums that they released, and we'll get into those as we go, because everybody'd be like, you know, especially if you're looking online, apparently I only had 2 albums. That's a lie. But yeah, I'll prove you all wrong. But yeah, let's talk about The War of Art. Yeah, highly acclaimed, came off the same label Slayer did, and System of a Down at the time. I think this album, production-wise, is incredible. I mean, just the sound quality of it is really commendable. But let's start with A Violent Reaction, which starts off the chaos. Just the industrial ambience in this is just so thick. Love it. The riffs and the bass on this track, insane. The vocal delivery was like nothing you've heard before. Just the way he delivered his vocals were a little bit off key, which kind of reminds me a bit of Serge Tolkien in a strange way, because they're both very different, but they have really odd tonal changes to their vocal deliveries, which, again, probably why they were signed. But yeah, A Violent Reaction's getting a 5 out of 5 from me. Goes on Pushing the Envelope. Again, love the drums, love the bass on it. The ambience is great. The guitars are great on it. And the vocal delivery, again, just really, really grinding, man. 4 out of 5 from me. Song of Suspect is the next track, which I think is an incredible song. Starts off with the piano, which I absolutely love. The bass and the guitars on it, and it just really builds over time. And then it does this like really nice breakdown in the middle, ends on Complete Chaos, and then goes into quite a nice vocal delivery at the end. 5 out of 5 from me. Then goes into Never Get Caught. Didn't like this song as much as everything else on the album, but I still really liked its bass line, its guitar work. The ambience is still there, and the drumming's really good. Getting a 3 out of 5 from me. Self is next. That tune is really catchy. From the guitars to the delivery of the drums. Yeah, that's getting a 4 out of 5. Goes into the most well-known song on the album called Just So You Know, which was a big hit for them. I mean, I remember it was about 2 months after I'd heard this album for the second time that actually started appearing on, Scuzz TV back in the day. But yeah, really strange. I remember that memory so vividly. But yeah, Just So You Know, the bass line is insane on that. I love the bass line. Guitar works good, vocal delivery, love the chorus of it. 5 out of 5 from me. Goes seamlessly into the next song called Seamless, with all its weird ambience and stuff, and that just hits completely different to Just So You Know. Incredible. Just an incredible song. Seamless is getting a 5 out of 5 from me. Figgy 23 comes next. Love the keyboards, love the bass, and I love the guitar on that track. Great, 4 out of 5. American Garbage and psychedelic, fucking debauchery, whatever you want to call it. It's basically track 9 on the album. The bass and the drums are fucking sick on this. The ambience is great and the guitar delivery is amazing. Getting a 4 out of 5 from me. Goes into Shutdown, which again is a fucking great track. The bass and the vocal deliveries, the drumming on it is fucking intense. I love the ambience again on this track. 4 out of 5 from me. And it doesn't let up from here. Goes into We Believe, which again, really fucking catchy. It's really gritty, but it's really catchy at the same time. It's got great ambience to it. It's got great bass line. The vocal delivery is really there still. The drumming is really great. It's getting a 4 out of 5 from me. Then we get Breathe In, Bleed Out, which again, it's not my favourite track on the album. I think it's good. It's got good guitar work on it. Good drumming. It's pretty solid. 3 out of 5 from me. Then it goes into Fall, which just blows your mind at this point, because you're thinking, this is like the 16-track album, it's going to fall tits up at some point. It doesn't really let up at this point, Fall just, I think, is just incredible. The ambience, the use of the guitars with the industrial feel of what we've heard before really hits it home. It's a 5 out of 5 for Fall for me. Reach and Touch is next, which again, go on that dip again. The guitar's good, the bass is good, the ambience is there. Just not as good as the rest of the songs on the album. It's getting a 3 out of 5 from me. I still think it's a good song. All Wrapped Up comes next, which is a fucking great song. The bass is there, more of that industrial ambience. The vocal delivery and the drum patterns, just great. 4 out of 5 from me. And then goes into Nothing Gets Nothing, which only if it didn't end on this song, because it would have made it so worthwhile to end so strongly with All Wrapped Up. But no, they do Nothing Gets Nothing. I like the ambience, I like the guitars on it. It's not as good as the rest of the album. It's a 3 out of 5. Overall, American Head Charge War of Art is sonically one of the most interesting albums to ever listen to if you're into industrial, because it comes from a punk level of industrial, but at the same time has that real metalcore feel. I think it's a really, really interesting album to listen to. It's getting a 4 out of 5 from me. Great band for its time. Would love, to see what they would do in this day and age, because I think they would really sell hard, because they're fucking incredible live, and they're a great band. They were. I know some died, and some might be in prison somewhere, but yeah, great fucking band for the day, man. And it was an absolute pleasure to come back to the War of Art by American Head Charge. But yeah, Let me know what you think. I'll see you on the next one.